So I may be in real estate, but obviously I invest in real estate as well. So I'm going to talk you through some of my investments that I've made, and I'm going to run you through why and how I make these decisions to give you an understanding for when is the right time to invest, because everybody says the same thing: when is the right time to invest? The first lesson I'll give anybody listening to this is it's not timing of the market, it's time in the market. Naturally, over the course of the next 10 or 15 years, inflation will do its job, meaning that the bread and milk that you're eating and drinking today, that's going to go up in value. And if that goes up in value, property is the asset that normally goes up with it. So if you look at your parents' house and other people's houses along the way, they're from the 90s and 2000s, ask them what they bought it for and what it's built for today, you will see naturally there is going to be a huge jump in price. Do I think across the world that is going to happen even more? Yes, 100%. And it's not because the property market is going to go up. It's because there's always going to be new asset classes such as Bitcoin and crypto that's been created, that's basically created money from nowhere. Yes, it's an incredible asset, and I do believe it's a wealth generating asset, but it was worth nothing. It was air, it was paper, and that was turned from paper and nothing in technology into a multi-trillion dollar business. That became real money that people then spent in the real world. So if you had real world money, you actually were probably worth less because there's other people with more money coming to the market. And that's the same thing across the board. If someone makes money in property or they make money elsewhere, they become a buyer and a consumer in another field. It could be a car, it could be a house. And the more money that's made, the less value that money's worth. So is there going to be more money created over the next 20 years? Yes, which means that property values will increase. It doesn't mean the markets are going to boom. It just means that hopefully people will get paid more money. People understand that a car that was a certain price is now in 20 years going to be worth a lot more. You take the iPhone as the example. The iPhone was created and launched at $400 now. The last phone that I bought, the Samsung Fold, I paid $2,000 for, which even set me back a bit, to be honest with you, when I was buying it. So I want to talk through property with you though, in terms of what investments that I've made. So I'm going to talk specifically about one that I've got here that I bought about 10 months ago. I bought a property on Palm Jebel Ali. So a lot of people said to me in the time, Palm Jebel Ali, it's a no for me. The location is wrong. I don't believe in it. Now I'm going to pause there and just get you to understand one thing. If you're in real estate and you want to make money, you have to have vision. Now, bearing in mind, I'm 39 years old, and when I was 19, I was selling properties in Dubai. And when I was selling the Burj Khalifa, there were 3 stumps in the ground, just 3 stumps. And then 3 stumps, people said, there's no way I'm buying these 3 stumps. There's just sand around it, there's nothing there. And I said, look, you have to have the vision to understand what this is going to be. Some people passed on it, some people ended up investing and making so much money off the back of it. The Palm Jumeirah and Palm Jebel Ali are actually very similar. So if you look at the Palm Jumeirah map, you have the Palm Jumeirah, and then what you'll find just inland, you'll have the Dubai Marina in front of the sea. And that Dubai Marina ended up being a central hub for residential towers, boats, and it was an access point for expats to live and work. Now have a look at Palm Jebel Ali. Palm Jebel Ali has something similar. You have the Palm Jebel Ali, which is being built on, but what you'll find, you'll have the little cove, the water cove, from which is going to be the Jebel Ali Marina. You also have with you the Dubai South Airport. That is going to be the #1 airport, the Maktoum Airport. That is going to take over Terminal 3, 2 and 1 in Dubai, and they will all move there. So when people say to me, it's not central, I always say central to what? So I'm going to look at the numbers. This is specifically for the villa that I bought. This is about me, not the general market. So Palm Jebel Ali, the villa on the F front, it was a Kia Sky style, which is full travertine, bifolding doors, 7,722 square feet. That villa was 21.89 million dirhams. Now, to some people, you go, wow, that's £4 and a bit million. That's a lot of money. And I say, yes, to me, it is a lot of money too. But when you look at the comparables, I'm going to run the data for you. It's 2,825 dirhams per square foot. Now, I live in Jumeirah Golf Estates, and a real luxury villa on the golf course is 5,000 dirhams a square foot. If you look at the Palm Jumeirah, you've got Atlantis Royal trading at 10,000 dirhams a square foot. I'm actually looking on the Allsopp and Allsopp website now, and there is a villa which is 6,000 square feet, fully customized, asking 55 million dirhams. So you're telling me that's 10,000 dirhams a square foot for a Palm Jebel Ali ready villa. Okay. And then I've just bought a villa 6 to 8 months ago for 2,200 dirhams. They're both going to be on the sea, but the difference is the new villas are going to have better amenities, better parks, better access, travertine, bifolding doors. Everything you expect from a modern villa you will get, not like the original Palm Jebel Ali villas, which had to be ripped apart and made new to create a new price of 55 million. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the data. I look at data to see it's 25% of the square footage. The location will be the future-proofed based on the vision of understanding what Dubai is going to be. I would not buy a Palm Jebel Ali unless you understand that there is a future in Dubai. And the question you've got to ask yourself is the population going to grow? Are people moving here? Do you see and trust a government-backed entity developer? And do you believe that if you had a choice of living on the sea for 21 million dirhams versus living in a normal community 6-bedroom in Emirates Living, Victory Heights, even Jumeirah Golf Estates for 20 million, which one would you choose? Because most people's dream is to live by the sea. Now I'm going to throw a forecast out here on this YouTube channel and tell you what I think this house is going to be worth. You know the style, Kaya Sky. You know the price, 21.8 million. I'm going to tell you that on handover in 2.5 years, once you get the keys to this property, it'll be worth 35 million dirhams, which is an uplift of minimum 14 million dirhams. But on the 14 million, what you need to know is the down payment. So far, I have paid 5.5 million dirhams. So if that property went up, as an example, 15 million so far, I'd make 300% ROI on my money. I think the Dubai property market is incredible. I think you have to have vision and understand what's going on in the city. But if you do find a Palm Jebel Ali option and you see the price per square foot and you see what else is comparable to the market, you'll understand that there is a lot of money to be made in the market. If you want to know anything more about investments, please do subscribe. I will talk to you about what options are out there, what is available, what not to buy. There's a lot of developers. People talk about the real estate market and they say it's really competitive. Yes, real estate market is really competitive, but it's also competitive with developers now. There are so many developers I've never even heard of before that are now building these on these plots and selling, and I'm sure they're doing a great job, but it's a very competitive environment. It's important that everybody stays vigilant to who they're investing in, who they're investing with, and who they're taking advice from. Anyway, I hope this comes in helpful. Please do subscribe and like to see more content from me. Cheers, guys.